Hey guys! So, first of all, I want to apologize. I did not post yesterday because yesterday was such a crazy day. Um, Basically, the morning was a lot of work and, just getting stuff together for my job and internship and stuff like that. And then around 2 o'clock, I had to go to NYU to speak with the pre professional advisor about possibly pursuing like pre med. And I ended up changing my schedule. So, Amanda, you'll be happy. I'll be in your chem class. So, I think we're going to have, if not fun together doing this, at least, it'll be like a buddy system. We'll be together. Um, we'll make it. I think it'll be a good run at least. And you know what? It's always somebody to study, it's always somebody to, help out and stuff like that. So, I think it's going to be good. And my lab is on Wednesday. I want to say from 9:30 to 1:45. And my recitation is Friday at 9:30 in the morning. So I was like, you know what? It'll give me enough time and I think it'll be good. I had a choice of two recitations. It was 8 a.m. or 9:30. And I was like 9:30 definitely because I know baking is on Friday. Um Also, there was the thing with Monday was me and a bunch of friends went to go see the movie Prometheus. And Sarah, I loved it. It was amazing. Okay, Michael Fassbender as David. He was absolutely incredible. He was so like rigid and everything. Like you knew he was an android, but at the same time, you like felt for him. Because everybody is so mean to David the entire movie. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're not human. Why are you using a spacesuit?" You know, David, at one point, David was like, "Why do you think you created me?" Because, they're on a journey to meet their creators. And this guy was like, "Oh, I guess because we can." And he was like, "Oh, how disappointing would it be if you were to get the same answer from your creators?" And the guy was like, "Oh, well, I'm happy you can't feel disappointment, David." It was just like, oh my god, you idiots. So, I mean, when he starts touching things and he ultimately does kind of kill them all in the end, um, I think good. I mean, they totally deserved it. But it always seemed like it was definitely more out of curiosity that he did these things um, you know, that ultimately killed everybody, I guess, for lack of a better term of saying that. Um, but yeah, I loved it so much, and I thought it was like the coolest movie ever, and I've been reading about it forever, and I thought this definitely did justice to it. That scene where she goes under the table and like does surgery herself, I was like, oh, that's so crazy. I was like, it's insane. Um, so yeah, so that was happy. Oh, Amanda, about the book. Yeah, just bring it when we come to NYU. I actually forgot that I lent it to you. I know that my brother actually wanted to read it, but he's not in any rush. He has school books to read for high school, so bring it whenever you come. Um, this weekend, I went to Milford, Connecticut, Amanda's old hometown, and I had a wedding. And it was actually super cute. It was definitely rustic. I've never been to a wedding like this before in my entire life, but I had so much fun. It was at this campground, and the ground was definitely uneven. So, I mean, sandals were like the best possible option for us. And it had like a nice little dancing pavilion, and then they had like tables with tablecloths and these big like umbrellas with like Chinese lanterns hanging from it. And I was just like, it's the cutest thing ever. And I mean, they're such a cute couple. Like already, they're gonna make it last. And their friends were absolutely adorable. Like basically, they're my friends. Like the people that they had at their wedding, I'm gonna have at mine. So I felt at home. You want to say? Um, and they kind of thought of everything. Like there were so many favors that they had. They had flip flops for the girls, just in case you didn't bring them already, which I got because I didn't have flip flops. I had more like wedges on, but I mean, I was like flip flops are awesome. Um, they had mugs, which I have here, and you could write your name on it. This is actually I wrote my name on it in chalk, and the chalk kind of wiped off in my bag. But it was super cute because I'm gonna bring this everywhere now and stuff. Then for at night, they had little glass jars where you could catch fireflies. See, they have like the little hole in the top, and I thought that was really cool. And then Amanda, you probably know these. What was in here? They had little Jordan almonds, which are basically these huge almonds covered in like white chocolate, only the white chocolate tastes a lot like chalk. So I don't like them. But I thought these were adorable. They reminded me of like little fish balls. So I was like, my parents finished the almonds up, or I should say my dad did, and I just took these. So I thought it was really cool. And I plan on like using this stuff somehow at NYU. Like I figured the firefly catching jars I could use to put like pens or pencils in. Um, Little ones, I'm not really sure yet, but I'm sure I could figure out something. Like it's gonna be cute. Then for the kids, they had like bubble blowers and little pinwheels and everything, and they were happy. Frisbees, so everybody was entertained. Um, then which I thought was really cute. For the food, they didn't have like traditional wedding food. She's from Texas. Originally, like they came from New York and then moved to Texas. Now she's moving back. But they did barbecue style. So we had ribs, there was brisket, there was corn muffins, baked beans, and I thought the food was really good. I loved it. They had chicken too, so and then they had like a vegetarian option for people. But I thought the food was amazing, and I loved how it wasn't like traditional wedding food. So I was really happy. And then desserts, and this was absolutely adorable. On the invitation, they said that there would be homemade desserts. So we were like, she likes baking. Is she going to home make the desserts? Instead, what they did was everybody in their bridal party, or I should say all of their friends that were there, because there was a lot of dessert, everybody made something for them, whether it was cookies, a cake, a pie, stuff like that. And on the dais where they had all the food laid out, they had made with love by, and then the person's name. And I was like, that just shows that, their friends really, really care about them. Because even, like, I know with a lot of people, like, if you just were like, hey, make some cake for my wedding or something, a lot of people would either be like, yeah, sure, of course I'll do it. Or, like, they'd just be like, oh, no, I'm traveling already. I can't handle, baking a cake, too. So I was just like, they're a cool bunch. Like, I was, like, really happy for them. And then, of course, the old relatives are like, oh, where are they going to be living? Where are they having their stuff? And everybody's like, oh, they already live together already. They already have an apartment. And it was like, condemnation. It's like, you're 80. It's like, when did you get married? You got married at the age of 16. It's like, shut up. That's the only thing I could possibly say. And they got all embarrassed. I didn't say shut up. But I was like, oh, when did you get married? I was like, they're 27. I was like, they didn't do anything at 16. They're not having kids yet. Stuff like that. But yeah, but it was a lot of fun. And then we slept at the hotel at night because we were not staying in the cabins. Apparently, I mean, we weren't staying there to begin with, but apparently our cousins that were staying there said that they were a little buggy at night, and at night they got so cold. I didn't know Connecticut was that chilly. Like, whatever. So we stayed in the hotel. And that was a lot of fun because it turns out like they put all of my cousins on like the same floor. I guess they all knew we were from the wedding party or whatever. And at night we just like went out into the hallway, and there was like a little lounge at the end of the hall, and we just like stayed up like almost the entire night and just talked and ate and had a good time. And in the morning we went to Cracker Barrel. So I got this giant box of moon pies. There's like 12 of them in there. And if you don't know what a moon pie is, it's basically like 2 chocolate-covered cookies, and then that are basically graham crackers. And then in the center, there's marshmallow filling, and they dip that all in chocolate. And it's so good. Like, I love it. And the only place, like, the ones that make it best are the Cracker Barrels. So I was like, I need to get this. This is so great. My cousin Andrew got a Slinky, because they have a lot of old toys. And Joe got some old-fashioned soda thing. So we're going to see how that works. See if he likes it. He hasn't opened it up yet. But no, we had so much fun. It was so great. And my cousin Vicky wasn't like a huge fan, but I was surprised. I was happy at how hardy I was. I was like, I can deal with the wilderness. I was like, it was good because it was buggy. It was like super buggy, but I really wasn't bothered. And I was like, yeah. Meanwhile, my cousin Victoria is from Jersey. And I've been to her house, and her house is definitely more buggy than this campground. And she was like, yeah, but I could go inside my house. And I was like, yeah, but I have to walk outside your house, So I thought it was really good. I thought it was really fun. In other news, I'm baking some cookies tonight. They're sugar molasses cookies, so I'm going to see how those come out. and maybe I'll bring some to work tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. I know the judge, she's an aging woman who kind of likes to wear tight clothes, and I guess her metabolism isn't working as well as it used to, so she's like, no fattening food in the office. But I could bring it to like the intern lounge and like, see if anybody wants it there. Um, oh, I know a few weeks ago, Jessica, I don't know, probably was like last week, but I think Jessica was asking for book suggestions. I don't know if I gave it, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but the book series Divergent. It's a Divergent trilogy. The first book is Divergent. The second book is Insurgent. And it's just amazing. Like, it's good dystopian fiction. The heroine is really cool. There's a good love interest, and it's not one of those stupid like love triangle books. So definitely check it out. The author's name is Veronica Roth. I feel like I've said all this before, and if I have, I'm really sorry. But it's an amazing book. I actually like reread it because I finished my book on the bus, so I was like, I have to read it again. Um, but it was really good. It was a lot of fun. And right now I'm reading Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter because that movie's coming out this Friday and I really want to see it. And I'm only up to like page 3 or something, but it's so far it's good. So I'll update you on that. And I guess I have to go now start baking the cookies before it gets too late. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.